Yo! I'm Marthe from Cube, and today I want to talk to you about something really interesting that I found out. If you have a Power BI app and a semantic model that's connected to a warehouse or a lakehouse using OneLake, the consumers of the Power BI report through the app will not be able to consume the report because they need access to the underlying data in the lakehouse or the warehouse. I was not aware of that. So that means you have to give access to either the warehouse or lakehouse directly or the workspace itself for every single app consumer that you have. And you know what? That doesn't sound like a good idea from a data governance perspective, does it? So there has to be a better solution. And you know what? There is one, and it's called fixed identity. But you know what? Enough of all this talking. You know what I like to do? Let's head over to my laptop. So inside my Fabric workspace, it's called Iron Vault, and I'm gonna click here on the lineage view so you can see all the beautiful things I've created. Essentially, it's a warehouse that's connected to a semantic model that's then created a Power BI report. And if you see here, if I click on the app, so this is the Power BI report. And if you look at audience, you see here that just in case got access. Okay, cool. So all of that is okay. Now, if I now log in as Justin, and then I open up that actual app, then you're gonna see that it doesn't have access. So we get this access error. And if I look at details, we see that he don't have permissions to view the content of the OneLake table. Interesting. So what I could have done is that I could have gone back to my workspace here and I could have given him access directly to the workspace. But you know what? I don't want to do that. I want to take advantage of fixed identities. So by using fixed identity, we can set up the connection between the semantic model and the warehouse or lakehouse so that we don't have to provide direct access. So this is gonna make our life just so much easier. Now you can do it with your own user or you can use a service principal. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use a service principal for this. Now, instead of giving every single person access, I'm gonna give that service principal access to the workspace instead. So I'm gonna find that service principal. I'm gonna give it viewer access. I'm gonna click add. And now if I go into the settings of my semantic model and go to gateways and cloud connections, you see here that we have mapped this to single sign-on. Now what I want to do is that I want to create a connection instead, and this is going to be my fixed identity. So I'm going to click here, then I'm going to be sent into manage connections and manage gateways. I can give it a good name, so I'm going to call it warehouse connection. I'm going to choose authentication method. I'm going to choose the service principal. Then I'm going to just add this information here, and then I'm going to click create. So if this doesn't get any errors, it has tested the access to the OneLake and it worked. If I did get an error, it would be because I hadn't already given the service principal access to either the workspace or the warehouse or lakehouse directly. Now I can go back to gateway and cloud connections and I have to actually decide to use my warehouse connection. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to click apply, and then I need to go back to my workspace, and then I want to refresh my model. Now if I go back to Justin's app here and then I refresh this model, let's see what happens. Boom! See, he got access and it worked. So now what is happening in the background is that when you're using a report and that report is then direct querying a semantic model, then the semantic model is going to check and see, okay, do you have access to the report? And then if the service principal do get access to the underlying data, it's going to be okay. And if you have applied row level security, for instance, or additional security features, that's going to also take that into account because it's going to actually check who is trying to connect to this underlying data through my Power BI app. Now, let me know what you think. Are you using fixed identity? Is this going to make your life easier? Let me know in the comments below. And I think it's probably a video floating above my head that you can check out. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.